Shola, I'll need you to help me translate that right now. Okay, is that still talking about hope? Nice talking about hope, like when you're patient, good things will still come to you too. Okay, it's Poetic Vibes on Albert Radio, and for the past 28 minutes and more. Oh, no, not up to that. Anyway, for the past few minutes and more, I have been talking about how poetry can be a tool to fight injustice. So, we're talking about poets or poetry and social justice. And I started the show by reading the famous work of Maya Angelou, Still I Rise. Anyway, not the whole poem actually, except from a work, Still I Rise. I've also read another poem from Lonson Hughes, and also I've read another poem by Dennis Brutus, and I'm going to read another poem now, and this one goes this way. No one leaves home unless home is in the mouth of a shark. No one leaves home except home is in the mouth of a shark. I'm allowing that line to sink deep with me, to sink deep with me. No one leaves home except home is in the mouth of a shark. That's deep. And that's talking about forced migration most of the time. Let's think about some of our people that have had to leave home when home did not just become the mouth of a shark. The home became shark itself beyond its mouth that could swallow them. And somehow that could also relate to the eviction I was talking about. I'm trying to imagine some of the videos I watched. One woman said about the fact that she has been staying in that slum for 60 years. Yes, environmental degradation takes place when people stay in waterfronts like that. But I'm trying to put myself in her shoes, like staying for 60 years in a particular place, and one day that home becomes the mouth of a shark and you have to flee. Wow, that must have been painful, and that will come with a lot of pain. Well, I'm going to read another poem by the great environmentalist and poet Nemo Bassi. And Nemo Bassi's poem is titled We Thought It Was Oil, but it was water. And this poem, or generally Nemo Bassi's poem, okay, let me just read this line so that I don't give a spoiler for Nemo Bassi's works. He said, just two lines from that excerpt, from that poem rather. It says, we thought it was oil, but it was blood. That's a reflection of what is happening in Nigeria, in the Niger Delta region. When oil was discovered, no doubt, I'm sure the people of the Niger Delta must have been excited to find out that mineral resources is available in their land, in their inherited land by their forefathers. And they thought it was oil, that it's going to mean wealth, it's going to mean affluence, it's going to mean all manner of goodies for them. But it was blood. How? It was blood because if you look at the number of people that have died in connection to the oil spillage, in connection to the struggles, armed struggles that later happened, and all the wahala in the Nigerian parlance that have happened in the Niger Delta just because she's oil rich, no doubt one would be agreeing with this poetic line that says, we thought it was oil, but it was water. That's talking about environmental injustice in Nigeria. And the poet did not keep quiet about that. We're finally moving to the last bend of the show, but I quickly want to go on another break. Don't worry, this one is going to be a short one. And I don't want you to touch this dial. I need you to be there. Stay tuned.